Hello, 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 hello. Happy Sunday. How are you? Mindy is in the chat. Hey, Mindy. Hey, Z. Hey, Nadia. How are you? I have to tell you, Mindy, I've been enjoying that avocado oil. I have been enjoying that oil. It's been working, so it's been good. So, and I do a little spray, not a lot, but it has helped. Hey, Rosalind, the experience with Rosalind. How are you? How are you today? So happy Sunday. How are you guys feeling today? How are you feeling? I am feeling good. I am feeling good today. I feel like I have so much to do. And instead of allowing myself to be overwhelmed by it all, I'm just gonna do the best I can, right? Do the best I can. Mel to the B. Hey, Mel B, how are you? How are you? Happy Sunday. So you guys, I am this is my week 56 weigh-in. And I'm just gonna share my, my weight, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about my new eating plan and how that is going. Oh my goodness. So you guys, I don't know if you remember, but I am, have switched over, not really the total switch, right? I just gave up eating meat. So I was only eating chicken, fish, and turkey. And I haven't eaten beef or pork in 15 plus years, lamb or any of that. And so I gave up the chicken, fish, and turkey. So I've been eating seafood, and I really have only eaten salmon and tuna. And that's really all I plan to eat. I do have some shrimp. I may cook some shrimp. Shrimp can be high in cholesterol, so I don't really want to mess around with the shrimp too much unless I have to. But so anyway, the last week when we were talking about this, I think it was Mel and Taisha that told me that seafood is technically a meat. And so I said, why do people say it's not? So I, do what I do. I looked it up. I researched it. And technically, this is what they say, the biological definition from purely biological standpoint, seafood, fish, shellfish is animal flesh. Therefore, that makes it a meat. So that is true. But they say, according to legal and regulatory definitions, food labeling laws and regulations often distinguish meat from land animals, and seafood is recognized in a different category, which is seafood. So I think that's why a lot of times we get confused with that. But I'm giving up the meat for Lent, but I'm not Catholic. And I just do it with a friend. I just believe in the philosophy of it all. So I've been doing it with a friend. And I know in some religions, they don't consider meat to be like the flesh of the animal. So they consider meat fish or shellfish not to be in the meat category. And so that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't want to call it anything. I was thinking, am I a pescatarian? Am I considered a pescatarian? And I don't need to call myself anything. I just know what I'm eating and what I'm not eating. So I am eating the salmon and tuna. I will eat shrimp if I need to. If I feel like I need to get a different type of protein in there. I decided to incorporate and eat that Oikos yogurt, because that's one way I could get in some more protein. So I will have that. I'm not going to eat cheese. I haven't been eating cheese. I really am not a milk fan. I usually drink almond milk, but since I started my GLP-1 journey, I have embraced the Fairlife shakes. That's the one that I like. And so I'll show you guys, one that I like, every now and then I see it. I don't always see it. So when I do see it, I grab it because it has 42 grams of protein. So I will drink that. So I'm not strictly anything, but I have given up the meat. So you won't catch me with the turkey burger for 40 days. Or I don't even have 40 days left. I might be more down to 30 days. So I won't be eating any of that, chicken, wing dings. I used to love a good wing ding and chicken wings and, chicken breast, and putting it over my salad. So I'm not doing any of that. So how did it affect my diet? We shall see. One of the things I think that worked for me is the mindset is there, right? The mindset is there, and if I get weak, I pray about it. And so, which is really why I embrace giving up things for Lent, because I think if you're not already prayerful, it encourages you to pray more. I think or encourages you to pray. And if you're already a prayer warrior, like I like to call myself, then it just has me on another level, praying and being grateful and thankful. And just I haven't even wanted to eat meat. Actually, I've just been looking for ways to up my meat. Now, the pro to this type of a diet is that, one of the pros is that I am regular. As far as going to the restroom, I have not needed to take a Mago 7 or a Colace. Those are the only two things I really was taking. I haven't needed to take them. And usually I'm on the GLP-1. I never really hear people talking about this. I've talked about it a few times, but my poop is very hard. I don't know, is your poop hard? I don't know if that's something you should be discussing, but my poop is so hard. I think that is one of the things I dislike the most about this journey is the hard poop. I've never had such hard poop in all my life. So the poop is hard. That's why I take the Colace. It softens it up. And even though it's not super soft, it's soft enough. And, it gets it a little bit soft. So that, I'm easy breezy, right? So I haven't had to take that, though. I haven't had to take Colace. I haven't had to take the Mago 7. So the food is doing its thing as far as that fiber and just getting me going. And so I like that. I like that part of it. One of the cons is, and I guess this is a con because this is something that I want to say I haven't done yet. I guess it is true. I haven't done yet. So I'm going to show this video because I interviewed Coach Romiko, and I hope you saw that interview. I thought he did an excellent job of breaking things down. So if you haven't seen this interview, you got to go and check this interview out. Look at those abs. Look at those arms. Look at that specimen. He is in great shape. And one of the things he said really resonated with me. And, I've heard it before, and I said this to him, a lot of times you hear things and you have to hear it over and over because you may not be ready to hear it when you hear it the first time. And so I think that that's kind of like where I was at when, some of the things he talked about, I knew, of course, I've heard before. I've said it before. I feel like, well, I do call myself a coach at school. I have a coach hat that I wear. And, and I feel like I'm a coach at school with my class. And so some of the same things he talked about, I knew, but it's just like you have to be at the certain time in your life to kind of be ready to hear it. So he said one of these things, and it kind of sums up my journey for this week. And so I'm going to play it. I hope it works. I tried to play it and upload the video through this streaming, and it just was like, I don't know what's going on with this streaming. When I have time, which is on my spring break, I'm going to be trying to contact StreamYard. So that's not going to be good if I can't actually talk to a person. I don't know if you can or not, but I'm going to be seeking it out because I don't know what's going on with my streaming. I just feel like something's not right. But anyway, so instead of uploading the video, I just took out the portion I needed. It was less than a minute and it still was kind of, kind of shaky. So I'm just going to share my screen and play this part of the interview that kind of sums up my week this week. So bear with me. I'm going to share my screen and show it to you guys. Let me know if you can't see it. Maybe if somebody who has my phone number can text me if you can't see or hear it. I would appreciate that. So let's share my screen here. Here we go. Here we go. What is the biggest mistake people make when trying to get fit? You had a great answer. You said they don't have structure.
Yeah, lack of structure and I want to be careful with this. Lack of structure and lack of execution. So it's no different than if you're trying to open up a business. You can read as many business books as you can. If you aren't executing, being a practitioner in that thing, being a practitioner in your craft, nothing will happen. So me and you can sit here and we can have a bunch of YouTube channels on and on about weight loss, and I can give you tips from here to the moon. Taking these tips and implementing it in your day-to-day strategy, that's where the execution comes in. It's not going to work. And so the reason, again,
All right, so I don't know if you could hear that. I was told you could hear, and then some people said it was low. But basically, he said, you could give out every tip in the world. You can have all the knowledge. You can know exactly what you should do, how you're supposed to do it. You can tune in to the Downsizing Diva. You can tune in to any other content creator. But if you don't execute it, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. And of course, we all know that. We all know that. But do we actually do it? And so that's why I told him why coaches are important, because sometimes when you can't pick up that mantle, pick up that baton and carry it, you need somebody to text you, remind you of what to do. So one of the things that I did not do this week was execute my plan. And what I mean by that is, if you're somebody who talks to me, you know that I kept saying, I need to go to the grocery store. I need to go to the grocery store. And I just didn't feel prepared for taking on the plant-based diet, because you have to eat fruits and vegetables, and those are things that last forever in your refrigerator. So last week, I think it was last Wednesday when I did my live, I had not gone to the grocery store at that point. I was like, what is going on? My schedule was so tight, I just didn't have a chance to so I wasn't able to go to that grocery store. So that kind of threw me off a little bit of my trail. And so by Saturday, did I go Saturday? I got to the grocery store on Saturday, but I didn't go to the grocery store where I get my meats, which is the seafood, which is, Whole Foods. So guess what? I still have not gotten to Whole Foods. I still have not gotten to that Whole Foods. So last night, my daughter, she, earned 5 stars. We had this little, behavior incentive going on for her, and she would if she gets 5 stars, one of the things she likes to do is give all the answers in class. Which is a good problem to have for some people, right? So we've been trying to encourage her to let other people give the answers out. So we've been working on that goal for her, and I've also been trying to teach her how to count money and how to keep track of her money. So she said as her reward, she wanted to go to Bath and Body Works. So I had to take her there yesterday. We went to Bath and Body Works. And so I said, we went kind of on a later end of the day because it kind of rained here off and on. So it cleared up. We went to Bath and Body Works, and I said, I either need to go to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. Well, it'll be convenient for me to go to Whole Foods today. I ended up going to Trader Joe's, and I said I wanted to get some oatmeal there, so I was able to get that. And a few other things that I needed, I was able to get from Trader Joe's, like a few things here or there. But my main thing I went there for is oatmeal. They had this oatmeal that I think is so good. It has flax seeds in it. And I had 3 boxes, and guess what? 2 of those were expired. And I don't eat expired things. So I had to stock up and get some more. So that's gonna, I'm gonna try to get a lot of protein in with that oatmeal this week. But I didn't go to Whole Foods yet. I still have not been to Whole Foods yet. So I feel like, I didn't set myself up to this week for the success that I wanted to. I'm a very organized, prepared person. And instead of me making some bad food choices, I made the best food choices with what I had to eat. And so I'm going to show you a couple of those things that I ate. So let me show you. So here's my one. I had this, I think, twice. I had a salad, and the salad has, pecans. I don't know if you say pecans on it, strawberries. I had that little mix. I made a short about it. I had the little mix, with different things in it, and seeds and nuts. And then I had my, the best dressing in the whole wide world I had on there. And I didn't have tuna, I didn't make tuna. I have a little bit of tuna, but I didn't make it. So I ended up eating what my daughter ate, which was fish sticks. So you can see, how many do I have there? 4. Normally, I guess I would eat maybe 6 I would eat 6 fish sticks. This time I only ate 4, the for the couple days. But, I just didn't like the idea of, this was, baked in the oven. But of course, that breading and all that is what I didn't eat. But I figure it was either that or, eating out somewhere. And I didn't want to do that because eating out, even if you're eating the healthiest things, we know about that hidden sodium and all of the stuff that's in it. So I thought at least I kind of know what's in it. I can see the ingredients. But the other thing I have over here is my Core Life Elite. Now these are a little bit more expensive, but they're elite. They pack in 42 grams of protein. This strawberry is so delicious. So whenever I, feel like I need to eat some more protein or didn't get to my 15, 40, or 50 calories, I'll drink that. And so that kind of held me over. So other than that, I did have salmon, a couple of pieces of salmon. I had 4 pieces I had gotten from the grocery store, and they were wild caught, but they had a seasoning on them, and I'm not a big fan of seasoning, like buying something that has a seasoning unless I season it. So I kind of like thawed it out, and then I got the seasoning off of it a little bit, and so I think I saved myself some sodium with that. The good news is I didn't get to Whole Foods yet, but Trader Joe's did have wild caught salmon. So I'm thawing it out now. That's probably going to be my meal. I'm going to make a video about kind of what I'm eating, so people can see if, how I'm getting that protein in. But I had to go with that yogurt. I didn't really want to, but I looked it up, and that Oikos yogurt, just the vanilla. Now I looked at the strawberry flavored one. That one has some saturated fat. The one that I will buy today when I go to Whole Foods and the one that I will eat doesn't have any saturated and trans fat. And remember, it's not a meat. That's what I actually gave up. But I'm trying to avoid trans fats and saturated fat. So when I go back to my doctor, in 3 months and take my blood work, and I may go back. I think I go back in May. I may have to know before May if how my LDL cholesterol is doing. But so we'll see. But those are the things that I've been doing. That's what I've been doing this week. I give myself a lot of credit, on this GLP-1. As soon as I said I was giving up meat, I mean, all kind of things came through that chat. Taisha even had to break out of here because of the meat discussion. So I really don't want to really talk a whole lot about meat because we all know you can get protein in without the meat. I just think that, it's associated with protein is associated with meat. And so that's all people think about. But really, it's other ways you could get it in. There are some buff bodybuilders that are vegetarians and vegans. And so we know that too. So, and I feel like, when we tell people, this journey is your journey, and you do what you need to do for you, I think we have to mean it. I think a lot of times we don't say that. We kind of put our beliefs off and what we want to do on other people. And that's so not me. And so I tell you guys, I'm unpredictable. I might come here tomorrow and say, I'm eating all kind of meat. You just never know what I am going to do. But for right now, of course, I made a commitment to God. I made a commitment to myself for these 40 days. So that's easy peasy. I'm going to stick to that with the meat. But to get, I do have to think about, for me, that my light. I do have to think about, for me, setting myself up for success and executing, like Coach Romiko says. I have to, think about that, and I have to think about what can I realistically do. And in the mornings, I am, on the go, busy. I comb, I know some moms, they might put their daughter's hair in braids here and there, and they don't really have to do anything. But I do her hair every single day. She really hasn't had braids all over her head. That takes a time. And even when she does have braids, I freshen them up. So she's and just getting her together, talking with her, making sure her bag is packed. We do it at night, but we check it over, make sure she has everything she needs in the morning. And then in the mornings, I'm just piddling around. So I'm busy. I'm doing something. So I just have to be organized. Like, so after I leave you guys today, on my way home from gymnastics, I'm going to stop by my dad's house. I have to do something for him. And then I'm going to make it to Whole Foods. I think they might close at 7. I'll double check. But so I might have to go to Whole Foods first and then go to my dad's house because I got to make it to that Whole Foods. And then I'm going to be set for this week. I think this is going to be a much better week. So I said all that so you could just see how my week is going, what my thought process was. Now let's see if I actually lost or gained, and then we'll go in the chat. Do you guys want to take a guess though? What do you think? Do you think I gained weight? Do you think I lost weight? I believe last week I was at 245.6, if I'm correct. So what do you guys think in the chat? Do you think I gained or do you think I lost? Anybody want to take a guess? You guys, did I gain or did I lose? What do you guys think? Sandra, hey Sandra, how are you? Delilah, thank you. How are you? Geraldine says I lost. Taisha says I lost. Mindy says I lost. Sandra says I lost. Mindy is saying 0.5. Okay. Mel B says, I think you lost 0.5 or stayed the same. The experience with Rosalind, I love that, the experience. She says she think I lost. Okay. So let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, here I am. I am at 243.8. So I lost, how much did I lose? I lost 1.8 pounds. So I'm down 62.6 pounds. I'm so excited. Woo-hoo-hoo. So yes, I did. I lost 1.8 pounds. I was so excited about that. And I've kind of been weighing myself every day just to, I know a lot of people do that and love weighing themselves every day. And I just kind of wanted to see what that looked like for me. And it is a scary thing. I don't know. I give you a lot of credit if you can get on that scale every day. That scale it's like a roller coaster. This scale was like a roller coaster that threw you off of it. So I was just like, what is going on? I had no idea what my weight was going to end up like. So I am in the sexy 60s, but I'm in the sexy 60s. I always say, when you're in it, not when you're like at 60.8, to me was just like kind of like on the cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be pushed off and really fall. Well, now I'm really in the 60s. It's going to be harder to come out, right? I would have to gain like 3 pounds. So I am excited about that. So that leaves me to, I want to get to that lose 100 pounds by July. When I said this to Coach Romiko, he said, well, it was so funny. He said, well, you could do it, but you got to really like buckle down. And so it'll be interesting to see. Now, if I don't get to it, I just don't get to it. I'm going to give myself some grace, right? I'll get to it. My next goal after that would be the end of the year. I'm not putting strict parameters on it. But in July, I have a birthday. So that's why I set that goal for July. So 62. So that, I need to lose like 37 point something pounds. What is that? 37.4 0.8. I'm at 62. Am I at 62.2? Let me put this back up here. I can't remember. 62.6. Okay. All right. So I'm not that far from it. Right. So we'll see. We will see. So thank you guys. So all you guys are saying, congratulations. So yeah, I pulled it out. And I'm going to tell you, I do feel lighter not eating the meat. I must say, I do feel lighter. I feel like, I don't feel like, and I haven't felt really stuffed that much on this diet. Sometimes I'll force myself to eat what's on my plate. I shouldn't say force because that sounds so tribal, but I've made myself eat what was on the plate just because I knew, this was my calories I'm trying to get in, not force where I'm stuffed. So I have felt a little bit where my belly was full. So far on this, I have not really felt like my belly was full, but I also feel satisfied too. So I do feel satisfied. So, I've already, I still have to cook tonight. I'm going to try to cook and do some meal prepping for the next couple of days. And yeah, I'm feeling good. So I'm excited about that. I didn't know how it was going to go with this diet. Actually, I felt not diet, but eating plan change. I kind of felt like I wasn't going to eat enough. I think I said that on Wednesday or Friday, maybe. I thought I wasn't going to eat enough. And when you don't eat enough, sometimes that messes up, your metabolism and your ability to burn fat and lose weight and all that. I did exercise with my accountability partner. we exercised, we did arms, then we did legs, and then yesterday we did Taibo. So that was pretty cool. So, and then 2 days, I, did some exercising at school with my class. So I got that in there. So that's how I've been getting it in when I haven't come home to do it. But really, I kind of want to build a routine at home where I'm doing things in between, like more structured, I should say, when I'm not with my accountability partner, which is Kim J's Healthy Sweet Life. Hello, hello, hello. So what are you guys saying in the chat? What are you guys saying in the chat? I already shouted out. Mindy was the first one here. Mindy. How are you? How are you? And so we have Z. Did I put Mindy up there? We have Mindy. We have Z. We have Nadia. We have Rosalind. We have Mel to the B. We have Sandra. Sandra is my weight loss twin here. We have Geraldine. Now, what is Mel saying? Mel says you're giving something up and sticking to it, and that's what's important. Yes. I really am. About shrimp, it is high in cholesterol, but it also offers several key nutrients. Shrimp may also be good for your heart and cardiovascular health. As such, a person can eat shrimp as part of a healthy diet. Yes. So thank you for that, Mindy, because shrimp is one of my favorites, but I only like fried shrimp. So honestly, that's probably why I'm staying away from it too, because I'm trying not to eat fried. I'm trying to go with broiled, baked, roasted. Those are the 3 ways to prepare. Now, I do not like a shrimp cocktail. I don't like raw shrimp. I don't like shrimp that's uncooked anywhere. So I don't really like that. And I do have some coconut shrimp. It's like breaded, like a little light breading in my freezer. I won't eat it. I won't eat that. If I eat that, it'll be like I ate the fish sticks. Like I won't have anything else. But yeah, so I do love shrimp. Gosh, my favorite restaurant is Papados. I just love their shrimp. And it's just fried, though. That's it. I will eat some sauteed shrimp, but I don't love it. I always tell people I'm such a cheap date, I just like the basics. I don't really like super fancy like lobster and crab legs and all that steak. None of that. It appeals to me. Hello, Nia. Delilah, you need to up your magnesium intake to soften your stew. Is that what does it? Okay. I do take one. It's in my multivitamin, but I probably need to add to that, huh? But I haven't needed to since I've been doing this no meat. Or I should say focus on plant-based. Mel says, I never had constipation. Thank God. It sounds painful. Yes, it can be. Taisha, hello. And Taisha, do you want to, I don't know, are you telling people what your special news is? If not, I won't say it. Yes, Delilah, I started taking Bioptimizers, magnesium, and things improved. Okay, very good. So many of us are magnesium deficient. I bet you we are. Thank you. That's exactly what we are. Taisha says he is on point. I think she's talking about Coach Ramiko. Love that interview. He was amazing. Yeah, I thought he did a nice job. I just love Whole Foods. LOL. I did want to say, when you said he is amazing, I think he put that interview on his social media stories. And in there, he said he was so nervous. And so it's so funny because I know it needs to be some kind of study about this, because when I tell people I'm like shy, people don't believe it. People are like, she's just saying that. And I warm up to people, and then I'm not as shy, but I am very shy. And it reminds me of, some of our great performers from years ago. Like Michael Jackson was so shy and talked so quiet. Janet Jackson is like that. A lot of them are very quiet and shy, but when they get on stage, you would never know it. When they get in front of people and they have to, step up, you would never know it. And so that's kind of how I am. I talked about this on the Downsizing. There was an event that I, planned for my district, all the 4th graders in our district, which was over like 200 something kids. And I was the hostess. And I mean, the first, maybe I've probably been doing it maybe 12 years or more. But the first couple of, I would say the first 10 years, I was so nervous. I couldn't really sleep the night before. I don't know. I was just thinking about, what if I was going to mess up? What if I said the wrong thing? What if I made a mistake? And the last couple of years, I got better at it. Like I just said to myself, I'm going to do this and that's it. And I could get in front of my classroom full of students or get in front of my staff. I've led so many, teacher workshops and, been in so many leadership positions where I've, been in front of people and haven't been nervous. And then sometimes I'm nervous, but people who you think are out front and center, that doesn't mean they're not nervous. So it just kind of surprised me. Now, I could tell he was a little, I don't think I thought he was nervous, but I just thought he was, I don't know. I felt really respected. I don't know if that's a thing, but I felt like he really respected me and what I said. Like he was listening attentively to everything I said. So I appreciated that. And so he said he was really nervous, and you would not think somebody like that would be nervous, because he's making those videos and putting them out. But it's different making a video and going live, which if you're a content creator or you're somebody who's like, I'm not going on stage, it's very different. It's very different. And people say, oh, you're everywhere. You're on live 3 times a week and da, da, da. It's different than being on a video. It really, really is. I'm coming to my own with it. I'm sure I got some work to do, but I just enjoy like interacting and talking to people. It's just easy peasy. I don't feel like it's hard because I'm genuine. If I was like, making stuff up, it might feel hard to do. Delilah says, in the US, those dates aren't expiration dates. They are best by or used by dates. That's what they say. It's just still a thing with me. I just don't want it. I don't want it after the best used by date. I just don't. I've always been like that. And when I'm the type of person that I probably won't ever use those grocery services unless I had to, where I want to go to the grocery store and I want to turn around that container and see what that expiration date is. I do think some things are worse than others, right? I do think some things are worse than others, but there are just some things that I'm not taking expired. I just don't want to. Strawberry pecan salads are my favorite. Yes, those are so good. Sandra says magnesium and Miralax will soften the stew. Okay, very good, very good. Good to know. I've heard a lot of people saying that. I'm trying to multitask. Simply Taisha says. Hey, Kim J. Me too. I'm on my walking pad with my weighted vest right now. I love that. Okay. And people are taking guesses that I lost. Okay. Oh, thank you guys for all the congratulations. Mindy, Nia, Delilah, Roslyn, Z. Mel said, I tricked you guys. Oh, Simply Taisha. You know what, Mel? I tricked myself too. I didn't really think. I'm telling you, I'm gonna show that eventually. I've been weighing in more than I'm not a fan of getting on that scale. Thank you, Nadia. I'm not a fan of getting on that scale, but once a week, maybe twice, I might sneak on a Saturday. And so I kind of got on a little bit more, and that is what had me thinking that things were like taking a wrong turn. And I think that's good because it makes you reel yourself in. You'll reel yourself in. But other than that, it's just like, geez, Louise. I don't know how people have the the mental capacity for that. I give you a lot of credit because I can't handle it. Sandra says, I am 241 and that is 62.3 down for me. My 1-year anniversary is this week. We are really twins. Yes. We are so close. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. Are you celebrating for your week? Are you doing anything special to make yourself feel special? I think that's great. I think if you can make it on a year, I ever think if you can make it 6 months to a year on this medication, I think that's amazing because we know a lot of people don't last, and they say 3 months, and people for whatever reason don't continue on this medication. So I give us a lot of credit, Sandra, for being able to stay. I love that. Congratulations to Sandra. You're 5'3". I'm 5'4.5". Can I get that half? And I used to be 5'5". It's so true. When you get older, things do change. Kim says, hit that like button, show DD some loves. Only 13 likes and 21 watching as of this comment. Thank you. So now it's 23 watches. So let's have 23 likes. I love that. Thank you. Thanks for the shrimp facts, Mindy. Here's some fried. That is too funny. I want some. I want some. You know, that could be a Sunday treat though, because on Sundays I give myself a little bit of a treat. You know, when we went to Trader Joe's last night, my daughter, she was, you know, she has her little money, and so she wanted to buy something. So she wanted to buy these gummies. They were like fruit gummies. And she said, no, no. She ended up seeing some Reese's, like they have in that little container, and you could see through the Reese's container. So she ended up having the Reese's and buying those Reese's, and she wanted the dark chocolate, which I think that's so cool. A little, you know, 8-year-old wants dark chocolate. Most people like milk chocolate. Well, she loves dark chocolate, so she wanted the dark chocolate one. So I get that for her. So I just put it on the counter last night. So this morning, you know, she fasts with me in the morning. You know, usually I don't eat breakfast until like 11 or 12. So she's been doing it too. And so normally by 10:30ish, she'll say, Mom, we need to eat breakfast. Mom, it's time to eat. She didn't say it today. So I was like, I just thought that was pretty, funny. She did not say it today. Well, so I go downstairs to make breakfast, and sure enough, stay over there, little lady. And sure enough,
It's
she
not
said,
funny.
she said, I
It's
can't
not
tell you.
funny.
She said, I can't tell you.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
right here.
Okay, I won't tell. I won't tell.
I'm gonna tell. So, when she was coming downstairs, she was trying to make breakfast, and she saw that I ate mostly all the peanut butter cups.
Yeah, so she ate those. And so she didn't say anything. I look over at the peanut butter cups, and last night I gave her 2. And I look over at the peanut butter cups, and half the container is gone.
I got them for myself.
Like, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. So it just reminded me, Rosalind, I said, this is my I would need a treat for myself, and my daughter was gonna get a treat, but she's already had her treat for the day. All right, go downstairs, honey. So I can finish my little live. Oh, okay. All right. That's too funny. Okay. Thank you for that. Congratulations to Sandra. People are saying there are like 12 forms of magnesium. I saw that. A lot of different ones, huh? Yes, you could totally tell it. Okay. Oh, I could tell it. So Simply Taisha is a baka. Is that how you pronounce it? It's a baka. And she's officially a grandmother. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I am so excited for you. I was like, what are we gonna do? I felt like I needed to do something. And so I sent her a voice message and told her congratulations. So that is so cool. That is so cool. And the funny thing is, Taisha, we weren't even expecting your daughter to have the baby today. We thought she would maybe not have it today. So I just couldn't believe that. I was like, wow. So that is exciting. So let's tell her congratulations. That is so cool. And I hope I got that right. I think you said you were going to be called Baka. So if I got it wrong, I am so sorry, but I think that's right. It's Darium, King Darium. I call you KD, but I always have to put the crown behind it because I just think you are all things fabulous. Good afternoon, DD and DD fam. People are saying hello to Darium. He was a great guest. Thanks for bringing us different points of voice to empower this community. Yes, and that's kind of like my mission, to educate, right? Not just to, report my weight out. And I learned from you guys. I love how Darium, you got you and your facts. Kim J, Sweet Healthy Life is coming with the facts. Mel B is coming with the facts. And we know the content creator has facts, because a lot of times they're looking up things too. But you guys come with the facts. Mindy comes with the facts. Mindy is out there. You spread knowledge too. So all you guys could be content creators yourself. So I appreciate that. I learned from you guys too. So that is my mission. That is my mission, to get people on. So we're going to have him back. He's going to come back, and hopefully he'll be able to answer some questions. He just wants to help. He wants to help people as well. So that's we have that connection. So that's pretty cool. So people are saying hello, happy Sunday to King Darium. Congratulations with the weight loss. Thank you. I'm riding my bike, Mindy says right now. I have a 1.5-hour ride today indoors on my trainer. That is so cool. That is so cool. So you have to share that. I don't know. You can come on here if you want to. You have to share your experience. Now, are you doing the one in April, or we talked about, I think, September? You know, if you weren't ready for this one in April, you could do the September one, or I think it's August, September. So you have to let me know. I really want to know about that. I think that is so cool. Estienne says, many people have a persona they present to the world, but internally they are very shy. Yes, yes, yes. And you know, a lot of the people that I interviewed were all real, a lot of them were really shy. Like they really were shy. And so at the end of it, though, it made me feel good that they said that I made them feel comfortable enough to talk. And these are, you know, content creators that are very shy. And if you talk to them one-on-one, you would not know that. But soon as we push record, it was a different story. And a lot of entertainers kind of have that going on. And, you know, now, you know, not that I'm an entertainer in the least, but I do relate to what they mean by that, because it's like once that video, you know, camera goes on and you hit record, it's like all eyes are on you. All eyes are on you. So I give myself a lot of credit. You know, I was looking at myself the other day. You know, sometimes when you look at yourself on camera and you're like, is that me? Is that me? I was looking at myself the other day, and I looked so washed out. I don't know what the light was doing. I looked so washed out. I looked super tired. My eyes had bags. Now, I didn't see that when I looked at myself in the mirror before I, you know, came on. I never see that. So when to see it on camera, it's like, geez, oh man, like I should have, if I would have known, I wouldn't have came on camera like that. So, you know, I tell anybody who wants to be a content creator or be on camera, you know, there's no perfect pose, there's no perfect side, there's no perfect look, because sometimes you could come thinking you look good and the camera's going to say a different thing. Camera does put weight on too. I do realize that. You know, there are some times, like when I was interviewing with that coach, Romiko, and on the Downsizing, I did not. For some reason, I did not. But when I interviewed with him, I thought I looked kind of chunky and swollen in the face. I don't know where that came from. You know, from day to day, it just changes. So to be a woman and be on TV every day, I just think that I give women a lot of credit. And when celebrities used to say, you know, it's the light, you know, I didn't look good because it was the light. And I used to think that was BS. Now I believe it, because light makes a huge, huge difference. And you would have never been able to convince me of that before I started making videos. So anyway, I just kind of had to elaborate on that, because there was someone on here, I can't remember who it was, a few weeks ago saying, Dee, you're not shy. You're not shy. You're everywhere. You're all on social media. You're everywhere on YouTube. You're not shy. You can still be shy and be out there. I'm still shy. You know, if you talk to my friends, one day I'll have my friends on here, maybe, you know, talking, I could get to know Dee, and they'll tell you, you know, I am, you know, kind of on the quiet side. You know, I will turn up, but a lot of times, you know, I'm just mellowed out. And on here, this is kind of reminds me of, like, I feel like a coach on here. And so when I'm with my students, that's how I am. I'm, you know, there are mellow times, but I'm hyping people up. I'm encouraging people. You know, I'm excited for people. And I see that's kind of like my role on here of for me to be. And it's genuine. It's not, you know, I don't even have to make it up. If I had to pretend 3 times a week, I don't think I could do it. I think I could only come on here once. So yeah, it's just genuine. It's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it too. Mel says, I've always gotten on that scale daily for years. Daily. Jeez, Louise, I give you a lot of credit. I give you a lot of credit. I just cannot do it. Little Miss Dee Dee. Did you guys heard Miss Dee Dee in here talking about, she didn't want me to tell the story. And I thought she was embarrassed. She just wanted to tell the story. Anyone else eat the same thing often? Mine is a protein meal, says whole avocado, spinach, corn, cucumbers, and is that kimchi? Kimchi? Same darn thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do. And that's how I know how much I'm eating before I changed my eating plan, because I would eat the same thing. So I know what the calories are. And that's why I do it. It's just easy. She's so sweet. Thanks for sharing the story about the treats. You are welcome. Thank you. Congratulations, Baka. Yes, yes, yes. All these congratulations for Taisha. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. You said it perfectly. Baka Tai. Also, I love the message from you and little Dee. My daughters loved it as well. Oh, you are so welcome. Oh, congratulations, Taisha. Congrats. Yes, yes, yes. Thanks, everyone. One of the best days of my entire life. I bet. So Taisha, now you have graduated to one of those friends that I have that they are going to have grandkids around the same age as my daughter. So I realize she's, like just born, but still, it's closer than probably your older kids to my daughter. That's so funny because I told you a lot of my besties, they're grandmothers now. Some of them are becoming grandmothers now. And here I feel like I'm just starting. Well, not just starting because now she's a lot more independent. But yeah, I love that for you. I just love that for you. Look at those congratulations. Definitely September for my try. April is still in question. Okay, so Mindy, you have to come back on here and tell us all about it. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out video or interview, but I, for one, am interested. So I think other people might too. Like, how did you train? What did you do? That's so fascinating to me. And you've been in fitness even before you lost a bunch of weight. So I just love that. I love that. I wish that could be me. I wish I was born with I just, want to work out and want to run around and be fit and all that. I'm getting to that, but I didn't start there. Oh, I never heard of that. I found a vegan one that I love. Thanks for the reminder. I need to pick up some. And yes, I eat the same things over and over again. I'm gonna try that. I don't think I've tried that. Oh, how about that? Yes, I should have said anyone besides Taisha. Me, I'm shy too, but not to my friends, of course. I hope to continue to come out of my shell on camera. And, we've talked about this, Kim. Once that camera comes on, it's a little different. It's a little different. And everybody's different, right? Some people get on, the camera gets on and they just ham it up even more. Either way, I just think, it just takes time to kind of get used to it. It's Darium. If you take a poll of the chat, I'm sure many of us are shy in person, but more boisterous in the chat. Yeah, I believe that for sure. Yes, Mel B, I eat the same stuff over and over. I think that's a great strategy to eat the same thing, especially when you're on a weight loss journey, because it just makes it easy peasy. Kim J, you definitely don't seem shy, girlfriend. One thing's for sure, you're hilarious in the best sense of the word, the best sense of the word. Yes, yes, yes. Nia says, I'm not a shy in person, but not chatty in chats. Okay. Yeah, I can see that the typing too. I think if you could just, maybe one day they'll have a voice where you could, I don't know, your phones probably do it now, but where we could hear your voice on the chat. I'm also interested in that Mindy update interview. Okay, good. Yeah, we have to do that. My brother is 20 years younger than me. So some people do have kids later. Yes. I was never into fitness until my 50s. You could do it, Dee. So there's still hope, just like getting married. There's still hope. And, if you guys haven't watched that Friday night dating show, I mean, I really, I had to think about that. I really shared a lot about my dating life on that Friday Night Live. And if you really listen to it, you'll understand why I'm still single. And it's so funny because after that live, my cousin texted me and said, you get, she told me, you're telling those people that you don't have anybody to talk to and you got me. And well, she said that. And then in another text, she said, you got me. And I didn't know what she was talking about. So I texted her, what are you talking about? And she said, you're telling people that you don't have anybody to talk to and you always have me. And I said, I didn't say that. So I hope that nobody else thought that I've said that. I think she misunderstood. I said that I really don't talk to people about, if I, have a thought and I think, okay, I get this crazy idea and I think I'm going to execute it. Well, I don't really have anybody, I don't really tell anybody. I just do it. Remember, I said that. Well, one of the things I was saying that Friday night is I think that's going to be kind of hard for me to be in a relationship. Now, one of the things I used to do is I would tell my mom, you know, if I had an idea, I would run it across her. My dad, I can't, because he'll be like, don't do that. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard of. Where my mom wouldn't do it that way. But since my mom is no longer here, I was saying I don't have that. I don't have like somebody who I could run it, who's not going to you know, feel like it's going to deter me or like irritate me by what they say. And so, but I said, you know, when I am in a relationship and dating someone, that's going to be so hard because I'm so used to getting an idea and running with it. You know, if I just jumped up to this weekend and said, I want to go, you know, go to Italy, I can do it. You know, I don't have to answer to anybody. If I say, you know, I'm going, you know, wherever, I'm going to do it. If I say, you know, I'm going to start 10 YouTube channels, now that might not be smart, but who's to stop me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to do it. But when you're in a relationship, it's a lot of compromise. You guys know that. And you have to run things by your better half. And so that's going to be hard for me to get used to. That's just going to be hard. It is what it is. And my friends, you know, are so understanding because they get to know you. Friends that know you and love you for who you are, they respect who you are. And my friends know now, I might call them and say, I brought a brand new house, come over. And they didn't even know I was planning to buy a house. That's what they would say. We didn't even know you were looking. But you know, in a relationship, you can't really do that. You can, but you can't. You know what I mean? It's like you can't really do that. You know, some of those freedoms you give up. And so I have to be open to that. And so that's why I joke around and say, I'm single and ready to mingle, but am I? But anyway, my cousin took that to mean like that I was saying I don't have people to talk to. And that's I wasn't saying that. So if anybody got that out of Friday night, you know, that's just too funny. And I wasn't even didn't even know she was watching and listening. So that's funny too. So if you're listening, my little cousin, I love you. I've never been accused of being shy, just saying. I'm an introvert. I'm super shy. I am too. And you know, I'm going to talk about this too. I think gaining a lot of weight it turned me into an introvert, you know, but I'm kind of like the most open introvert you'll probably ever meet, if that's a thing. And so, yeah, I think for a lot of years, I've just been just an introvert. I really, really have. So coming on YouTube has really, you know, brought me out of my shell or brought me back to where I used to be. Maybe I'll say that. I thought you said you didn't discuss, you just do. Right. I did. But that's what I'm saying. In a relationship, though, you can't do that. But she took it to mean that I didn't have anybody to talk to. That's why I wasn't discussing things. That's what she took it as. I'm a huge introvert. It takes so much out of me to be around others. See, we would never guess that. We would never guess that. I'm more chatting in chats than in real life. Not DD. Hey, DD. I knew that meant in real life. Now, if it doesn't, I'm going to be embarrassed, but I think that's what that meant. Like, I am so proud of myself because I'm usually not up on all these acronyms like that. I'm introverted for sure, but for work, I have to talk to people daily. It's a performance for sure. That, well, you know, yeah, a lot of us are. A lot of us are. I can relate to that. Diriam said, I mean, Mel to the B says, my baby boomer mom is always worried and points out the worst case scenario. Yes, she can't help it. I still share with her. She always says, once I start talking about something, I probably already done it. And you know, Mel, that's the thing too. Friends do that too. I don't know if friends really realize that, but it's been a couple of you know, I said people are who are they are because of something that happens, right? Most of the time, people just aren't born that way. A lot of, even with some things, but they develop things. And I remember I would have like big, huge things going on, and I would tell certain people or run it by somebody, and they didn't mean to. This is nothing like they were being mean or anything like that, but they would just say like be like it's just be negative, for lack of a better word. And I don't mean negative and like they're trying to crush my dreams. I mean just making comments that saying things that would talk me out of it otherwise. And so I just thought, I've learned a long, long time ago that I just keep things to myself. And also, I'm one of those people that I like to execute. Like Coach Romiko said, I like to execute. And, sometimes I could rely on me to execute, but sometimes, like, when I'm having guests on my show, or I don't know why I call this a show, but when I have people on YouTube, they could cancel. I don't know. I'm not putting it out there that they're coming, and I don't know that they're coming. The only person I know that's showing up for me is me, for 100% sure. Now, this is people who I think, 98%. But for me, because I know me, right? I'm going to show up for myself 110% of the time. So that's why I kind of, just kind of keep things. And I like the element of surprise. I just do. I've always been like that. And I like the element of like surprising people and not knowing. Like sometimes I think people want to know everything. Like sometimes you just don't know. When celebrities back in the day used to, and I say this because this is just my time, but Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, all these people when I was growing up, Tina Turner, all these, gurus, Michael Jordan, all these people, they were so incognito and under the radar. You didn't really know a lot about their personal life, their business. And once their business started to come out, once social media became a thing, those people become less and less appealing, right? The more you know somebody, the more opportunity they have to get on your nerves. That's just the truth. And so where you would be, admiring somebody from afar, now when you get to know them and, you might call them on the phone and they're not in the best mood, or you might talk to them and they're pretty snippy. Well, knowing them from afar, you would never know that. Being in their day to day, now you know that, and you might have a little bit of a different perspective. And so that's why I say, it's just the element of surprise, not really, showing all your cards, just kind of chilling back and, being observant. Sometimes I think that's a good thing. I think that's kind of lost. I think we're in the social media world where you want to know everything. And usually the people that want to know everything don't want to tell it all. They don't want to tell it all. I've been 300 pounds the majority of my life. I wouldn't even know how to be in a different body. Jeez, Louise, and you know what? You probably wouldn't. You probably would feel good though. When you're gonna keep slimming down, you're gonna embrace that body. You're gonna feel so much freer. I think that's one of the good things. Now, I will say, when I walk across and look at myself in the mirror, I think like, I still see myself as bigger than I really am. I think. And so I always say, I wonder when I'm going to start looking at myself and really embracing that I lost 62 pounds, because I still feel like bigger, even though my clothes are fitting big, but I still feel like a bigger person. So, but eventually I think that'll change. I think that'll change 100%, not totally, but just so I still have some of that going on. My mom says when I say I'm going to do something, she knows it's already done, not meaning it's literally. So just that she knows I do anything I dream of, but she also knows I just really don't talk. I just do. Yes. I like that. That's me. That is me. I'm just like that. And I thank God, I have friends that just love me and accept me for who I am. And so, that just brings me to this, if you guys go on my community post, I put up one of my favorite songs I like to listen to on Sundays or any day. I, play it sometimes, on my way to work. And it's just a very inspirational song. It's like 15 years plus old. It's called The Anthem of Praise. So if you want to hear some uplifting music when we get off this chat, or this live, you should go on there and listen to it. But one of the things that, I hope you guys go out and do today is to show somebody some love. Give somebody a compliment. Make somebody feel good today. I think that is lost out here in this world in 2025. I've already done that for my day. I was telling, somebody that, I sent her a text and, and she was like, is everything okay? Is everything okay? Are you getting off YouTube? And I said, no, 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 no. Because at some point, maybe I will take a break. I was saying that, I think breaks are great for a number of reasons, but, no time soon am I thinking about taking a break. I don't think, we'll see. But I did tell her, I just text my friends and family from time to time and let them know how much I love them, how much I appreciate them. And they may get a text from me just saying, I love you every now and then, or I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. And so now my friends are kind of used to it, but, I like to do that. When I say I like to compliment people, I mean that. When I say I like to encourage people, I mean that. And so hopefully you can do that, find somebody. Because I feel like, sometimes people are depressed and down and out or having a moment. And when they get a text from you out of the blue, they weren't even thinking about you. They weren't even thinking anybody was thinking of them. I think that makes them feel good. So I kind of want to normalize that here on YouTube. I want to normalize that on my channel. And so if you're somebody who I talk to outside of YouTube, you already gotten a message from me today, and and it was heartfelt, and I meant it and appreciated it. Appreciated you, responding back, even though I'm not expecting a response back. But I just think, and when you're really happy, you want to make other people happy. And so to me, that's always lets me know who the happy people are, because I feel like miserable people like to be in company with people, don't they? Don't Misery loves company. And when misery can't have company, they stir up trouble. And so I want everybody around me to be in the best possible spirits. I want people to be in the best possible light, and if you need cheering up, you can call me, because I will cheer you up. Email me, because I will cheer you up. So yeah, everybody I talked to through YouTube, I did send a message to. And I will say, this morning when I got up, I had a message from Traces of Twan's life, and it was something, it put a smile on my face. And she's like, you can share this on your Friday dates. But just the fact that she was thinking about that, I thought that was so cool that she sent me that. And so, so it was just so funny. And I let her know, that I appreciated it, put a smile on my face. And I think that's what we have to do. So I don't know if there's somebody out there that you have fallen out with, if there's somebody a family member that you have not talked to in a long time, hit them up, send them a text message. You might not want to talk to them. They might be on your last nerve, but send them a text message and let them know that you are thinking of them. If you love them, tell them you love them, whatever it is, just give somebody a compliment today. Give somebody a compliment today, or let them know how you're feeling about them, or just check on them. Just check on them and see how they are doing. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to wrap it up at that. So I am feeling happy today. I'm pretty much joyful. I'm a joyful person for the most part. Things do irritate me. It doesn't last very long. I think I get irritated more than anything else, but for the most part, I'm a joyous person. I'm one of those people. I say, let's turn that frown upside down. And so I am going to be spreading love today at my daughter's gymnastics class. They're going to be like, who is this lady? And so some of them know me in there. But yeah, I'm going to be spreading love today. So like I said, you've already heard from me if you're one of those people that I talk to. So I want you guys to do that. Go out and spread love. Have a happy Sunday. I will see you guys. We have a couple of people in the chat. I'll just read these messages, and when we can, have a happy Sunday. I love that about you. Thank you, Simply Taisha, and congratulations again. Congratulations on becoming a grandmother. That is so special. The world around us definitely needs to show more love, starting with those around us. Whomever crosses our path, mine. Bless you for spreading it here with us. Thank you so much. And I feel blessed that you are coming and being involved in the chats and spreading your love and kindness too. So I appreciate that. And I just love the name and the profile pic. Like, it all just works for me. I always say we have some beautiful people in this community. We really do. And Nadia says, I didn't get a message. I don't have your cell phone number. So email me your number. I just sent text messages. But yeah, so you definitely will hear from me now, Miss Nadia. You definitely will hear from me now. So we will chat. Okay, well, thank you guys. Have a great day. You guys, this is like one of the joys for me of any of my days is coming here, besides going to my job and interacting with my family and friends. It's this YouTube family. So I appreciate you all. Have a happy Sunday. And anybody email me if I didn't send you a message, it's because I don't have your number or your email. So email me. I think my email is in the description of this chat. In this chat, it's in the description of this video. And yeah, why not? Okay, have a great day. Bye. Thank you.